thanks for joining me on this review video. Ticket to the Moon Pro Hammock, the lightest they do in their range. It was 8 years ago when I did the original Ticket to the Moon hammock review. So they've come a long way in 8 years, I'll tell you. When I first got this hammock, I was like, wow, this is pretty complicated to use. But after 3 or 4 different camps in it and a nice long weekend in it and a 3-day camp in it, it's actually really easy and much simple, and I've actually learned to kind of love it now. I really enjoy it. It's super lightweight. 20D ripstop nylon material they've used. It's a little bit light and I'm not sure how long that will last. So far I've had no issues with mine. I'm going to address some of the issues that other reviewers have done. The weight of the hammock, 550 grams. The maximum load on this is 100 kg, around 16 stone. So if you're a little bit on the heavy side, you probably want to look for the original hammock, which supported a ridiculous amount of weight. That would be the best option for you, and go for their double, I would. But if you're a lightweight, you want the ultimate lightweight in backpacking or traveling, this hammock here is definitely the one I would highly recommend. It's my personal hammock. This is the one I use on all my camps and all my bushcraft camps now. We'll get a bit closer and we'll look more into detail. What you will notice now is this amazing, the bug net. Before, their old hammocks had a net system which would just cover the hammock. What they've done is built this in, and for me that was a downer when I first got it. I was like, oh, I don't like bug nets on my hammocks. So what I then discovered was, with this, it can be unzipped all the way and completely taken away, giving you really just that chilling, nice hammock, nice to set up near the beach, get the views. It's just great and fantastic. And of course, when the bugs do coming in, and they have been the last year or so, this year's terrible for them, I do have the net up. Super simple to set up, and I love their new lightweight hammock sling system that they've got. They're absolutely fantastic. They weigh nothing, and if you're using one of their older hammocks, I would highly recommend just getting a set of their lightweight ones. They are fantastic. I've jumped around and bounced in this thing and no movement. They're great. The hammock is completely adjustable and really easy. Chuck that net over. You can see you've got ways of shortening, lengthening to try and get the perfect pitch on this hammock. Inside then, you've got on that line a proper bag that you can use to put all your bits and bobs in. Additionally to that, I've got another bag that I use outside of the hammock, so before I get in I can put all my bits in that I don't want to take into the hammock with me. Normally bits like my flashlight, my bigger flashlight, my head torch goes in there, my big one in there, my pocket knife and other stuff that I normally carry in my pockets, ferrocerium rod, maybe a pocket saw that I've normally got, all goes in the outside and I know where it is. Bushcraft knife 101 in there. Inside then I normally just have this for my flask, my hip flask, which I made a cup of coffee in, or I just chuck it up there. So in the night I've always got a drink. And then I have, obviously, you've got 6 different pockets where you can just put all the bits in, normally my head torch, things like that. Any medication that you need can come inside the hammock with you. And it's a good idea really just to leave it in there and you know where it is. Getting in this hammock is amazing. I love it. Love it. Getting in this hammock. Oh my God. It's so nice. It's amazingly nice. But we'll bring you in for a closer look, and then we'll talk about their full moon tarp, which is my go-to tarp. Now that doesn't have to have a hammock set up with that. You can use that as a shelter or a tent, whatever you want to do with it. But there's some key features that I do want to show you on that. But yeah, Ticket to the Moon Pro Hammock. I've got to say, well done on this one, because I've really enjoyed using it. So let's bring you in for a closer look. So yeah, let's break it down a bit. The new straps, absolutely love them. Absolutely amazing. This is my just extra that you can have with it, and it just holds that extra bag. So that's nothing. Coming down, carabiner, really important. That just saves water coming down your strings, coming into your hammock at night. They come on the carabiner and water just drips straight off. You can see the quality of this. It's amazing. Super lightweight, lovely toggles, easy non-catch zips. Love it. This is the line I was telling you about. Shorten, lengthen. This will alter the whole pitch of the hammock when you pull, shorten, tighten, loosen, whatever you want to do with it. Simple to use when you kind of figure it out. Once you've figured it out, you'll be flying with it. Absolutely amazing. Their new logo, I'm liking that. Feels lovely. Same again, but let's go to the full moon tarp. I love the full moon tarp. Once again, carabiner around the tree, connected to an easy tie. You just pull that to get the tension that you want on your tarp. It's as simple as that. Let's come around the back, because I pulled out one side and flipped it over, which is what I would do on a camp. Let's have a look at it. Same again. Easy toggle points to a peg system. I've got to move it. Oh. Clever. Really clever. Center point that just pulls the tarp off you and away from you inside the hammock. Love that feature. Absolutely love it. Really clever. Nice. You can pull it right out the way in the night to give you more space under your tarp. Same on that corner. Plenty of fixing points. There are more fixing points if you want them, if you're in really bad weather. Absolutely fantastic. Coming around the whole tarp, and I will show you in a minute later on, these can be done up to enclose like you would like a tent. So I'm loving the moon tarp. The moon tarp weighs around the same as the hammock. It's no real weight. I think it's 2000 hydrostatic head on the tarp. Plenty enough. You could fab seal it if you wanted to. It's never letting a drop of rain. And the last time I used this tarp, it was hammering down. Absolutely hammering down. And it feels good. You can get an amazing tension on it. Absolutely brilliant. The moon tarp, I would say it's expensive, but it's probably worth every penny. Is it expensive to today's tarps? I don't know, but it's a premium product and I absolutely love it. So I will just change it around a minute, set the ends up so you can have a look at what they did so you can enclose them ends. So moving back onto the tarp, look at these, very clever. To close in the end, you can tighten these right up, which is what I did when we were camping last time and the weather coming really bad. Just closed them up, stacks the room in there, and we'll try and get in underneath in a minute. Oh, yay! Oh man, can you see how by having them kickers pulls the whole tarp off you? Oh, it's lovely. I just need to get in now. Hold on. Hold on. Well, guys, that's me inside the Ticket to the Moon Pro hammock. There's stacks of room in here. And I'll just swing in. You know, it's just amazing to be, it's so comfortable. And it's amazing to be able to get that level of comfort out in the woodlands or out in the field, especially after a long day's hiking, which is what I used it for last time. It's just, oh, just to get the weight off your legs. But the downsides with this hammock, there are a few downsides with it. Because it's a lighter weight material, in the colder countries, you are going to need to get yourself an under blanket with this. And I know that Ticket to the Moon has done an under blanket system for it. I'll try and get my hands on one to try and set it up, and we'll actually use it on a camp and maybe a winter camp too to see how it handles. But I really can't fault the quality, the workmanship, and everyone who's watched my YouTube for the last 8 years will know that I've never changed my hammock brand. I have tried so many hammocks. I'm probably the one guy on YouTube that's tried every hammock on the market near on there is. Don't even bother with the cheap ones on Amazon. I've tried most of them. I've had a go in them. I don't like them, or I've broke them, or I've ripped them. I've tried everyone. Ticket to the Moon, all the way for me. They make the best products, and they're just so reliable, and that's what I like about them. So thank you so much for joining me on this fun video, and I've really had fun today making this video. Puts a smile on my face whenever I get to try any of Ticket to the Moon stuff. I absolutely love what they produce, and I will leave some links to the Ticket to the Moon's YouTube channel, because they've moved premises now. They've got a bigger factory on to believe, and they put out these really nice videos on how the hammocks are made, and what people's jobs are there. So that's it. So guys, thanks for joining me on this video. If you want to join the Ticket to the Moon tribe, I'll leave some links in the description box below. Just have a look at what they've got. So with that in mind, it's getting late in the afternoon and time for me to have a little snooze. I'll speak to you on the next one.